Upper right, we have our green Zerg, the Giant Gnome. Lower left, we have our BST Poptart, a pink Terran. Last game, we saw Poptart do a what do you want to call it? Proxy 2 racks, bunker pressure on the natural of the Zerg player. Executed to perfection, I might add, and then a counter-attack of nothing but Zerglings from the Zerg player. I mean, he just went straight up Zerg, and tried to do a Baleen bust into the Terran base. Did get his Zerglings inside, which was kind of scary for a second, but with those Hellions in the main base, was able to take care of the Zerglings. Once he put himself into a choke in the mineral line, Zerglings couldn't surround, and then the Zerglings all died. Giant Gnome was forced to GG. I am To Live and Die. This is DayWalker, and this is game 2 of the final series on Tuesday night. Map is Daybreak. As you can see, if you don't know Daybreak, then you haven't been laddering at all in the last year, right? I mean, Daybreak's been on those in the ladder pool for the last year or so, I believe. Whoa, hang on. We have a rearrangement of drone workers on the mineral line for the Zerg player. He says, you know what? I don't like that combination of mining. I'm just going to rearrange it myself. Okay, so that's what he does. He's going to go hatch again before pool. Meanwhile, the Terran player is not going to go anything proxied. He's just going to put a barracks at the top of his ramp with a supply depot. Without any gas so far. We're at 15 supply for the Terran with no gas, which tells me he's going to go ahead and put a command center down. The Overlord is on its way over. In fact, it has stopped over this high patch of ground here. And look at this. Do you notice what this is here? See this structure here? This is one of those domes. Like in Abyssal City, you see this dome in Abyssal City, but we call it the Aqua Dome in Abyssal City. Here it's just in space. So there you go. Let's get some music going, shall we? Helps make the mood, helps sets the mood. And if the sound is too loud, you know, I can definitely try to change this. So let's see if I can just lower this just a little bit more. There we go. I don't know how much that's going to help or not, but we'll see. Double gas for the Terran now, and we have a supply depot to finish the wall at the top of the ramp. These two have like kind of this ESP agreement going on here that they're not going to rush again this game. Seeing what the Zerg did the first game, he wasn't going to rush anyways. He just wanted to go standard. So as you know, in this game, Poptart is up 1-0. A bunker is going down at the bottom of this ramp. What this is going to do is give the Marines, the Marines that are in the bunker, or whatever he's going to put in the bunker, he's going to give them range over this whole area right here, like this. Alright, factory goes down at the top of the ramp for the Terran player. Meanwhile, in the Zerg base, we have a pull down. We do not have speed researched yet. In fact, the Zerg doesn't have any gas right now. And finally he goes for double gas. So I expect speed to be researched along with other things once these gas get done. And once he has enough gas. Zerglings take the westernmost Xel'Naga tower on this map. Gives them vision over this attack path. Not much going on, guys, so sorry for being so boring. The factory does switch over to the reactor, and he is pumping out 2 Hellions at a time. Starport goes down, so what we have here is an expanded 1-1-1. So what you have is a 1-1-1. We do have the command center already down in the natural, and it is mining. And we have a barracks, a factory, and a starport for the Terran. And what this is going to do is give him all kind of options about what to do. He can make medevacs, he can make Vikings, he can make whatever his little heart desires. And he's going to put it down on a tech. Whoa. He's going to research Stim out of the tech lab, and he doesn't know what to build onto the starport, so he decides to build a Viking. He decides to build a Viking out of the starport. So I think he clicked reactor first, and then he canceled it and put a tech lab down, and then he didn't put anything down on the starport. So he's going to make a Viking and go hunting. He's going to go Overlord hunting with that. All right, 4 Hellions are going way southeast on this map, and going to go around a long way, so he can check out the 3rd base. And he's going to notice that the Overlord is there, and the Overlord waves high, and the Hellions wave high, and they're going to go around again, around the other way. Check the Zonaga Tower, go up the ramp into the natural, take out a budding creep tumor, and the word budding just doesn't do creep tumor any respect whatsoever, because you know, when you say tumor, it's not budding at all. It's infesting, or it's whatever you want to call it. All right, the wall is complete here for the Zerg player. Notice how he made the wall. Infestation pit. What is this? It's the evolution chamber, a Roach Warren, 2 queens, and another evolution chamber. Oh, we have a... Okay, I thought we had something going on in the middle of the map. I was looking at the map, and I'm like, what's going on there? Well, we have a lot of queens here for the Zerg player. Roach Warren, yeah, that's right, the Roach Warren is right here making part of the wall. The queens come out, they're going to spread some creep again. Meanwhile, he made Hydras too, so Hydras and Roaches against these Hellions. Hydra's not so good against Hellions, but Roaches, they can take damage all day long against the Hellions, so that's good choice there from our Zerg player. And look at this. Look at this army from the Zerg player. Look how large this army is. We have a 91 supply to 63. A Overlord looks like was killed somewhere. I see. The Viking is sniping Overlord, so the Zerg is going to be a little supply capped here for a little bit. Zerg army is doing the whole AI trick where you click on part of the map, and part of the army goes around the long way, and part of the army goes around the short way. So yeah, that's what we have here right now, is a split army for the Zerg that's going to converge here in the natural of the Terran. And this army is bred for one purpose, guys. It is to take out as many buildings as it can of this Terran. Like right now, we have an Overseer here to give high ground vision, and this army from the Zerg is scary. In fact, the door is down. The Terran's door is down. The Zerg units can get inside the base. Marine DPS is very good against the Hydras. Marauder doing his damage against the Hydras also. Man, so the Hydras have to get away. They're just nice and slow though, as the music starts again. Okay, so now the Terran army is quite large now, moving across the map. 94 supply to 88. Let's look at the worker supply kills. 4. The Giant Gnome got 4 kills there, because the SFVs were kind of in front of that army. Here we go, more Roaches and Hydras out on the map, but man, I have to say that with Hellions and Marines and Marauders, that is kind of dangerous for the Zerg player to be doing. He needs to gather his army and be all in one ball with his queens, and he can have a chance here. There you go. That's how you do it. Get a concave on the Terran army, and boom, it disappears. You have the Hydras to take out the medevacs. If you can catch up, you can't catch up off creep. Cannot catch up off creep. Sorry, too bad. Not going to happen. Command center going down in the main base for the Terran player. Let's look at the Zerg base and see what I've missed being made, or anything being made. With Hydralis Den was here. Here's the spawning pool, and there's the Roach Warren. So that's all that the Zerg has right now. Is he on lair? Yes, he's on lair. All right, good. Good for the Zerg player. He's getting another hatchery went down at his 3rd. The command center did go down in the Terran's main, like I just said, and that's going to probably float here or possibly down here. We'll see where he floats at. The Zerg army is gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we have bugs on the map, and it is called a Zerg army. The Terran goes out to meet this army, and he got to hope that these Marines have the DPS to destroy this army. Oh, the Hydras can take out these medevacs in a hurry if they were to focus them down. Oh man, Hydra DPS is too good here. There's just too many, and they're good against buildings too. Watch this. That's pretty sick when that happens right there. Oh, mass repair on the command center. It survives. This Zerg player did not focus down that command center, and instead decides to go up the ramp and attack into medevac healed Marines that have shields. And the Zerg loses that army. The supply, though, on 160, the Zerg is just pumping out units left and right, marching right over to the Zelnaga Tower here. All roaches this time, though. No Hydras in this army, just all roaches all the time. Much better against the roaches can tank the damage, but, you know, this is sickening for the Zerg player right now. Alright, another engagement at the bottom of the ramp here, going into the natural for the Terran, and we have roaches this time instead of Hydras. GG from Poptart.